Greetings and welcome to the special edition of our podcast Research Bites by Research Matters and Gobi Labs. Today, we are very glad to bring you some exciting conversations with a team of experts who are participating at the TechCamp Kochi. TechCamp Kochi was a 3-day program organized by the US Consulate General Chennai along with TechCamp in the US and the Center for Public Policy and Research. The camp was held during the 19th to 21st May 2022. It was aimed to highlight the inclusion of crucial issue of sustainable use of marine resources and ocean conservation covered under the SDG 14. The tech camp focused on issues of relentless decay of ocean health and marine biodiversity owing to marine pollution, deteriorating marine habitats, overfishing, warming of oceans, climate change, depletion of oxygen concentrations, ocean acidification, and coral reef deterioration. As technology and innovation can play a significant role in yielding preventive and curative remedial measures to intercept India's coastal woes, the participants of TechCamp Kochi deliberated and worked towards developing innovative solutions to mitigate regionally unique marine issues and bring out action plans and follow on projects for implementation to better oceanic health in the region. The theme for this tech camp was Tech for Oceans Innovative Solutions for a Sustainable Future. It is heartening to see how science and technology, along with key stakeholders, are brought together to explore new solutions. On the sidelines of this, Research Matters was privileged to talk to experts who were mentoring and part of this tech camp. We bring you these conversations in two sessions. In the first session, our guests share what the tech camp is and provide an overview of it and set the context. In the second session, the guests engaged in a discussion sharing how the tech camp was going about and the dimensions it addressed. With that background, I'm really privileged to welcome our guest for this show, Dr. Dhanuraj, Chairperson, Center for Public Policy Research. He's the chairman of the Board of Trustees and the Chief Executive of CPPR, of which he is also one of the founding members. We also have Manny Pereira, who is the program manager of TechCamp. And then we have Professor Kelton McMahon, who is an associate professor at the University of Rhode Island's Graduate School of Oceanography. And lastly, Dr. Venkatesan, who is an adjunct professor at University of Massachusetts Dartmouth. He has served as a senior scientist G and program director at the National Institute of Ocean Technology under the Ministry of Earth Sciences in Chennai. He also served under the UNEP Regional Seas program in Sri Lanka. Greetings to all and welcome to the show.
Hi, this is Dhanuraj. Thank you so much having me on the show. Uh, we Center for Public Policy Research is a public policy think tank operating from Kochi for the last 18 years. And we are very active in public policy dialogues, interactions, discussions, working with the various stakeholders, including government bodies and other institutions. So, part of this engagement, we are always keen to have this dialogue on climate change, marine ecology challenges, etc., etc. And we are also working in the Indo-Pacific region for the last 5 years. And we mostly looked into the geopolitical situations and challenges emerging in the Indo-Pacific region. The last year, the U.S. Consulate General Chennai called for the application of this particular tech camp, and the tech camp was focusing on, the objective of the tech camp that was advertised in the call for application was to look into the various challenges that are emerging in the Indo-Pacific region. So we put up a proposal highlighting 12 thematic issues in our proposal, and then we granted this project and we started working with the US Consul General Chennai and also with the TechCamp team based out of Washington DC in the last 3-4 months. So a lot have been gone to the discussion debates about the how to organize it and what should be the theme and what are the areas of focus and all. So from those 12 thematic areas, I think we've come to five, six, seven areas in this particular tech camp, and we call for the applicants, and we is more than 100 applications we received. From that, we filtered, or I would rather say we selected 50 of them, and they're coming from different parts of the country, and they have the background. Some of them are students doing PhDs and then higher education in marine related topics. Some of them are part of the startup ecosystem. Some of them are part of some of the academic institutions, but their focus area is in related to marine ecosystem and various challenges that I mentioned earlier. So we have 50 participants here, and we also have eight trainers in person, and one trainer was on virtually they were she was engaging the participants. So this is a 3-day program that happening in Kochi, and we have intense training on various thematic areas that we are choosing for the TechCamp Kochi. And the title of this camp is TechCamp Kochi, a wave of change.
Well, yeah, thanks. That was a very elaborate overview on this. I also gather, as today is the last day, you are also looking forward to the group presentations from the participants as well. And so, if you also can quickly share with the listeners also as to where do you see next, as in terms of what does the future hold on this tech camp?
There are two levels of engagement here. One is, of course, we have discussed various issues that confront in this domain. I mean, including marine litter debris, wastewater discharges from land, coastal communities and natural disasters, blue economy and sustainable fishing, piracy, terrorism, and smuggling. And then we have challenges of fishermen in international waters, including the fishermen in the inland waters. So, in addition to that, I think many of the participants raised many other concerns as well. So, first 2 days, I believe the discussions and conversations were intense and rigorous in terms of understanding the ecosystem and also the challenges, various challenges. Because our participants from the Indian subcontinent, I believe they have more regional aspects also, and they also intense in trying to understand the global outlook on solving some of these challenges. So now we are coming to a stage where they have chosen some of these areas as their areas of engagement for the further development. And the idea of this tech camp is to find some solutions rather than pitching an idea, finding a solutions to solve some of these maritime challenges. And from here on, they will work on these solutions group wise or individual wise, and they will send us the revised solutions probably in 1 month from now. And the tech camp team will select a few of them as the awardees. They will get some grants so that that seed money will go into the development of the applications. And tech camp team and CPPR will monitor and guide them in the development of this technology, and that will take another 6 to 8 months. So probably by early 2023, we are expecting some of interesting solutions that were discussed in the last 2 days getting converted into tech-based applications and solutions.
That sounds really very exciting. Thank you, Dr. Dhanuraj. So we also have Manny Pereira, who is a program manager with TechCamp. Welcome to this podcast. How was it organizing this? I see that there is a very interesting list of speakers lined up, and uh, working with CPPR and the US Consulate Office in Chennai. I'm sure must have been a task to putting this together. So how was it going about this?
Yeah, absolutely. Great question. And thank you so much for giving an opportunity for TechCamp to talk to you and be part of this podcast series with Gooby. To take a step back a little bit to give you an understanding of the TechCamp program, we're an initiative of the U.S. Department of State in the Bureau of Educational and Cultural Affairs, which really prides itself on being the gold standard of American diplomacy, which are our international exchanges. And so this is one tool of many that the US government has at its disposal to engage with audiences, to talk about complex issues, really important issues to the world, and really bring people together. I think that's the most fundamental aspect of the program, is creating connections and opportunities to collaborate. And so like we always say, every tech camp looks very different. Right now, we're sitting in Kochi talking about water issues in the Indian maritime context. And in a couple weeks, we will be in El Salvador talking about the impacts of disinformation in the media. So you can see that we have a very diverse range of issues, but we try to work with strategic partners through our colleagues at U.S. embassies and consulates around the world. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with CPPR on creating this initiative. We really value that collaborative opportunity to localize and design a program that's going to make sense for the people that we're reaching. And that's really, I think, the biggest value of how we define the TechCamp program.
Wow, great. Thanks. I'm glad you could give us a background of what's happening with TechCamp, and I see that you're also taking it to many places. How do you see the challenges of you're actually, communicating things out there, as in particularly like the one this is on this that is being talked about on ocean and marine ecosystem?
The real benefit of the TechCamp program is our robust alumni network. So although we are working with 50 participants here from all around the coastal states of India, after the program, they'll be connected to a network of over 4,000 people, including experts in diverse subject areas, including water, including maritime contexts, and an array of skills with technology, with the fourth industrial revolution, including artificial intelligence, blockchain, any of these tools and resources that are available that help people understand these important issues better and take an actionable approach to helping to solve them. So that's really the value that we bring. What I was explaining is that really the core of the Tech Camp is to bring subject matter experts from the United States and around the world to these countries where we implement each Tech Camp to really provide a holistic and in-depth overview of the issues from a broader context, but also with local case studies that may be impactful. So I really count on the trainers and the experts that we've been able to include to talk specifically about the maritime issues or ocean and water issues.
Great. Thank you so much. I guess this is very insightful, and hopefully will have its impacts in the coming days. And I'm sure already it is leading to many new tools, and that is helping us combat this issue of climate change and a whole lot of things that we are facing. Thank you so much. So we have Professor Kelton McMahon, who is an associate professor at the University of Rhode Island's Graduate School of Oceanography. Welcome to this podcast. Your work seems to be very critical in enhancing our understanding of how different interactions are at play and so their outcomes as well. So this gains particular importance in the context of climate change. Can you please share what you had to offer during this camp?
Yeah, absolutely. So, my group and our lab is really interested in understanding how human environment interactions, particularly things like climate change, influence not only the health of marine ecosystems, but also the sustainability of our relationship with the environment and the goods and services that the marine environment provides to people, whether that's food security, jobs, economic growth, cultural and social aspects of our relationship with the ocean. And so at Tech Camp, I ran a series of workshops getting our participants to think about their relationship with the marine environment and thinking about how we can develop a more sustainable socio-environmental systems, particularly through the co-production of knowledge with local and indigenous communities to bring together diverse perspectives of knowing and doing to provide a more sustainable future in the context of growing climate change and environmental change.
Mhm. Indeed, I guess these are all very pertinent challenges. So, how was it during this tech camp?
I've had a fantastic experience during this tech camp. I think we brought together a really amazing array of people from different backgrounds, perspectives, career paths, interests, and goals. And I think that diversity has really helped us tackle some very important questions about coastal health, about fisheries, about marine plastics and debris that we couldn't tackle as individuals alone. And I think that's one of the most beneficial aspects of tech camp and organizations like this is that it brings in people from a wide range of backgrounds and experiences that together can answer questions far more challenging and complex than any one person or discipline alone could handle.
Yeah, indeed. I guess there is more for us to also understand. And like Professor Michael Batty at UCL says, the more we know, the less we would want to intervene in more meaningful ways. I guess all of this data and insights that we are gaining hopefully help us make better decisions in the times to come. Very good afternoon, Dr. Venkatesan. Welcome to this podcast. Dr. Venkatesan, I gather the Ministry of Earth Sciences, where you were, has also been playing a critical role in enabling and our understanding of the oceans as well. And one of them, I gather, is what is called as the Deep Ocean Mission that is being anchored through the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India. Can you share some light on this and also how ocean data and marine pollution uh, is affecting us, and how easy is it also to gather ocean data going forward?
Thank you very much. At the outset, I thank the opportunity for the Tech Camp USA and also US Consulate General from Chennai for this opportunity. It's a wonderful experience for me as a whole. I'm also a Fulbright scholar, and I've been working with Indo-US collaboration on two important programs, one in Bay of Bengal, another one Rama portal, where we have got a joint data portal between these two countries. The importance here, what I spoke last 3 days in interacting with the selected participants, they are from different strata having diversified experience. This is what we call it as a stakeholders from the different community. And the what I said is what type of ocean data sets are collected and what is the importance of collecting such data, because ocean is so dynamic. We need to, if you want to manage ocean, we need to measure it. So for measuring it, what type of opportunities are available, how India is far ahead in collecting such information, and globally what we are looking for. 70% is covered by the ocean, and we need to look at it in a open ocean, and the deep ocean part is also. You rightly pointed out about deep ocean mission. That is one of the important program government of India has launched with the 4,800 crore program, where it is involving on collecting information or developing technology involving different aspects, particularly to study about the deep ocean, which is not known. The IPCC report also talks about deep ocean mission. In order to manage the ocean, we need to know the major carbon sink and what is happening in the deep ocean part of it. So it's a collective effort of engineers and scientists working together, and climatologists on different aspects. And here again, the main subject what I dealt is on data collection. I had explained the importance and the various type of data collection, and I've touched upon marine pollution on a program where last 30 years we have collected data, and seawater quality index which has been derived. This is more of an interactive session and sharing our knowledge, and also large amount of data sets are freely available in the global community, and that need to be known to the people. And we are developing means citizen scientists. Now here comes an interaction. We have been talking all these days to a group of experts from a discipline called Oceanography or Ocean Sciences. Here, Tech Campus brought out a diversified experience, more talented students and entrepreneurs, as well as NGOs or government officials. And talking to them, we come to know the different idea, and also we are motivating them to discuss and develop their ideas into projects, and also continue it in a phased manner. I think TechCamp is found to be a good model. It's the first experience for me to work in such a model, and making them to understand what you know. That is the biggest challenge for any one of us, particularly scientists. It's often said that you don't communicate properly to the people. So communicating with the people is the one which even Fulbright talks about that, and this is a major effort. We have been successful in conducting last 3 days of activities.
Great, great. Thank you so much for your very elaborate overview and response on this. So, how do you see the future, as in with the numerous participants there? Where do you see where it will all go together going forward?
Yeah, it was really nice experience. It's not only during the meeting, post meeting they come and ask post questions. Very enthusiastic people. I'm planning to guide them, and some of the aspects I'm trying to talk about. We know that industries have got a social responsibility. Can you think of plastic responsibility that is being developed as a project, and they are working on it. Something more on monitoring of the nets, because we know that major amount of nets are being left into the ocean. There's a major phenomenon called ghost fishing net. So somebody came with an idea. We are trying to work out how do we ensure that what is being bought and used and brought back, and how do you track that, can you use. So technology could be the one solution. We have seen last many years for many of the problems getting solved mainly by the technology. So there could be an IoT tool, there could be an artificial intelligence tool. Here comes the expertise of diversified experience, who can bring out the solutions, or at least an attempt could be made that will help the policymakers or the administrator to follow in that line, and also bring an awareness. And that also we have shown them about the ocean. It was thought that anything can be dumped into the ocean. There is a carrying capacity, so we need to live on a sustainable development for the future. So all these things are, I'm very glad these participants have come prepared, and they are discussing, they are interacting among themselves and coming forward, and there is enough opportunity for them to come out with their ideas and getting developed into programs and projects.
Great. Thank you so much for your very thoughtful overview and synthesis of what's happening during the tech camp. Thank you, Dr. Venkateshan. And
Thank you, thanks a lot, thanks for the opportunity.
thank you all. I'm really glad you took time to share these and set the context of this tech camp. That was really insightful. Thank you once again.